Hello, my name is Drew Lever and I'm the Wellness Director at the Randolph County YMCA. Today we're going to talk about balance training. So there's lots of different types of training that a person can do. A lot of times when people talk about training, they're talking about cardio endurance, muscular endurance or muscular strength. So lifting weights, running, biking, different things like that. But balance training is something that is also very important, but something that people don't train nearly as often as some of the other types of training that you can do. So today we're going to talk about different ways that you can improve your balance, which can help your overall well-being. In some ways you maybe don't really think about too much, but we'll get into the details of balance training. So first off, an easy way to work on balance is standing on one leg. So this is something that you can do anywhere. It could be at your house, it could be at a gym, it could be at work. I mean, people might look at you a little funny at work, depending on what type of job you do, if you're standing on one leg. And you also don't have to stand on one leg in quite the same way as the picture shows. That's a very advanced move. But if you can do that, that's great. You probably have great balance if you can lift your leg up like that and stand on one foot. But anyways, so you can stand on one leg while washing the dishes, folding clothes. Start out by trying to stand on say your right leg for 30 seconds, then switch to your left leg for 30 seconds. And you could start off by just having your foot just slightly off the ground. You could eventually lift the leg that's not on the ground up higher, bring it up behind you a little bit. You can modify it based on what works for you, based on how good your balance is. And the more you practice this, the better you'll get. You'll be able to do it for longer or make it more difficult by raising your leg or some variation of standing on one leg. You can also do yoga, or there's other different types of group classes that you can do that will help work on your flexibility and balance. So yoga is a great way to work on specific moves that work on coordination, balance, strengthening muscles, and an instructor will lead you through the specific routine. So a lot of gyms, they'll have a yoga class. I know we have that here at the Randolph County YMCA. There's also digital formats where you can do yoga. I know a format that I've done in the past is yoga with Adriene. It's just on a YouTube video. She has lots of different videos. So there's lots of different options on how you can get access to yoga or other similar types classes. But these classes will definitely help you strengthen those muscles and work on that balance. Some of the poses that they have you do will test your balance quite a bit, and if you keep doing those poses, you're going to keep getting better at your balance. So that's what you're looking for with the yoga or the similar type classes such as Tai Chi, plyometrics, Pilates, different things like that. You can also do squats. So strong legs are key to improving balance. So some of the other things we talked about, the yoga, the standing on one leg, those will help strengthen your legs, but squatting really will engage that lower body. And you can start out by doing 2 or 3 sets of squats with no weight. And you want to keep your legs about shoulder width apart, so that really will help you get a good squat. You don't want your legs too wide or too narrow. You just want them right underneath your shoulders, and you're going to stay back on your heels. And you can eventually add weight, like in the picture, she's just holding a dumbbell. Some people use a barbell and put it on their shoulders. If you want to make it more difficult and help strengthen those legs even more, the weight will definitely do that. But it's good to just get that regular squat down at first. Make sure you have the form right, staying back on your heels, and different things like that. That will really help if you do that with no weight. And then as you add weight, hopefully your form will have been learned already, and you will continue to squat in the proper way as you add weight. So now, strong legs help keep you nice and balanced as long as you're putting equal pressure on both legs. So the last thing we're going to talk about is getting plenty of sleep. And this one, it doesn't really seem like it would be related to balance, but sleep actually plays a critical role in giving yourself good balance, even though it doesn't have to do with like doing a balance pose or strengthening your legs. Rest can really help you keep your balance. So sleep deprivation can lead to slower reaction time, which can lead to more falls. It is recommended to get at least 7 hours of sleep each night. Those who sleep between 5 and 7 hours a night are 40% more likely to fall. So, if you're sleep deprived, you're just going to not be as alert. Also, possibly your muscles wouldn't have recovered as well as they could have if you got your at least 7 hours of sleep as what is recommended for adults. So, muscles that aren't recovered, the reaction times are slower, you're not going to be able to keep your balance as well. So sleep has a lot of benefits that we know about, that it's talked about, helps reduce stress, muscle recovery, different things like that. But it also is very important for having good balance. So just think about that. I know a lot of people don't get enough sleep, but this might be the extra motivation you need. If you feel like you struggle with balance, maybe try getting more sleep in your life. So just to recap, standing on one leg, doing yoga or similar type classes, doing squats, and then getting plenty of sleep are great ways to increase your balance, which will really help as you're moving along. You can move along whatever activities you're doing, whether you're exercising or just doing your chores around the house. You can feel more comfortable moving around and avoid falling. I know probably a lot of us don't just fall down commonly, but sometimes it happens, and then especially as the older we get, falls can definitely be even more serious if you're falling and breaking bones, different things like that. So these are some things to think about. It's definitely important to stay fit, and balance is definitely a part of being a fit person. So if you want to practice some of these strategies for better balance, I think you would be much better off. And I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you for your time.